Division rivals will clash in the NFC South. Hope y'all ready for this one. Next on Madden Football.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offensive defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
The motion man is Sanders. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Elijah Cansey in on the stop. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Lee Getton. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down is Young. He'll get this to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Young to throw on first down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. It's second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just...
And he's going to take this all the way home. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Yeah, you have to feel good, Mike, seeing Baker Mayfield back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. If he continues to play up to his potential, this team's going to be tough to beat.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll go again here with Irving. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. The throw on the run is complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And he's gonna get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. They'll run it. It's Irving. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
2. Mayfield to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa.
But I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. Into space. He's inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. The Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return is Sean Tucker. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. In trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground is Irving. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Baker to throw. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On 1st and 10, here's Young.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Young. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
That one taken in right side by Leggett. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion over Thielen. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And they will get the 1st down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Young to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. And we get you across the state to Orlando and check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. It was the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one is caught by Shepard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And that will lead to a second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he will get into the end zone. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's a very fine line, Mike, for a quarterback when he escapes the pocket is how long do I remain a passer and when do I turn into a runner? And you can see the quarterback kind of going back and forth here and probably would have been better off just throwing this one away, but instead he takes the sack.
On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Back deep, Trey Palmer. That is fielded at the 13. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bucs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Right back to Irving. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a few inches. A tight end in motion now. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Irving. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A short one there to Otten. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
On 2nd down, Baker gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
To the tight end, Otten with the grab.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll motion a tight end right. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. To the left side, to Godwin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one caught left side by Evans.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
2nd and 6 coming up. They'll run. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They send Evans in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here is 1st and goal. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. Catch made by Thielen. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. It is 2nd and a yard. Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. To throw, Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st down. Throwing is Young. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.